Hey Pathlight community, today is Thursday, May 28th. Ruth Banta here. I hope you all are enjoying the summer. We seem to have missed spring this year. To let you know, we have had 14 people in the Pathlight community test positive for COVID-19. Everyone has either recovered, is recovering at home, or has been asymptomatic. Please keep them in your thoughts. There's been continuing discussions about reopening the Massachusetts state economy. As we've said before, Pathlight was never closed, but we are looking at what we need to do to reopen our offices, which doesn't mean it's going to go back to the way it was in early March, but what do we need to do to transition what we're currently doing to meet the new guidelines from the Massachusetts state government, from the Centers for Disease Control, what we need to continue to be compliant with the Americans with Disabilities Act, and meet the new OSHA standards. It's a lot. And the executive leadership team has put together some guidelines for the various teams that are working on what the transitions will be in our offices. And I've shared that document in the email with this video, but I'll give you some of the highlights because I do know people have been expressing some anxiety about what it's going to look like. So for now, it's not looking any differently than it has for the past 2.5 months, but we will be making some changes. So here are some of the areas that we're looking at is screening. What screening do we need to do for employees and visitors coming into the office? Social distancing. What are the physical changes we may need to make to our workspace? Limits on the number of people in our office space and our mask protocol. Also looking at specific areas around hygiene and cleaning protocols. For what individuals need to do and what we need to do as an organization. And very importantly is communication, letting you know before these protocols are in place, what they are, what it means to you, and what you and your colleagues need to do to be compliant. Trainings, there are going to be specific trainings about COVID and what we need to do to minimize our exposure risk, and then monitoring. So the guidelines were put out by executive leadership team, but each one of the transition teams for our offices is looking at how those guidelines can be applied in their offices because our offices all look very different. So we wanted to reassure you, we are working very hard to put in these new protocols. The teams have come across some really challenging issues that they are working through. So we will keep you posted as we move forward and as we put those in place. So as always, I do want to thank you all for the work you are currently doing. I've had the opportunity to have some Zoom meetings with the residential managers, and I'm very impressed with the work they're doing. And I hope to have some meetings with the rest of the organization because all of what you're doing is so important. It's important and it's amazing. The creativity and the determination and the fortitude that people have approached our mission of allowing our individuals to have a full and engaged life, even in the midst of a pandemic. You guys, you're doing a great job. So stay well, take care of yourselves and your families, stay strong. We're going to be in this for the long haul. And of course, washing those hands. It's going to continue to be important and even more important as the state goes through reopening. Thank you.